So Conagra Brands trimming its annual profit and operating margin forecast, citing customer service interruptions on frozen meals that contain chicken and frozen vegetables. Consumers have turned to cheaper private label brands, hurting sales at packaged food companies, including Conagra, Campbell's, Kraft Heinz, and J.M. Smuckers. Shares of the Slim Jim beef jerky maker, they're down about 8% year to date. Now, of course, from beef jerky to protein bars, specifically David Protein Bars. That is the company behind the bars, and it claims to pack more protein in its punch, about 28 grams than any other leading brand, and 0 sugar. The bar is marketed as having the protein of a meal, but the calories of a snack. Sounds good to me. Joining me now, I'm pleased to say, in a Fox Business exclusive, is Peter Rahal, the founder of the David Bar. He sold his RX brand that you probably know of as well to Kellanova for more than $500 million. So great to have you. And our audience loves entrepreneurial success stories. We love to see someone small go big, be able to sell off to a big company. Tell to me, first of all, how you came up with the name.
Thank you. So our namesake is David right here, which is Michelangelo's masterpiece sculpture. And when you look at the symbolism and the values that it takes to sculpt that, we share the same values as our company and how we approach our work, which are centered around intelligence and discipline.
So talk to me about one of these. I'm holding the chocolate chip cookie dough flavored bar. You says it's one of the fan favorites. How did you come up with this idea of all the protein, but the calories of a snack?
So when me and my co-founder came together, we asked the question, like, what is a protein bar? What's its purpose?
Yeah.
And so when you think about a protein bar, you want it to have the most amount of protein with the least amount of other ingredients. So what that means is a protein bar that has 28 grams of protein, 150 calories, and 0 grams of sugar.
Talk to me about the ingredients. So I'm part of the, really excited about the Make America Healthy Again movement, where I want to try to be able to pronounce the ingredients. Simple is best. So the RX bar appeals, right? Because you can pronounce things. It's the whole, like, you could make this in the kitchen. Is this sort of a different approach to that? Is this different?
Yeah, I would say it is different. There's like two schools of thought. One, ingredients are everything. The other side would be nutrition facts are everything.
Okay.
And, it's pretty clear America has a health crisis,
yeah.
The obesity epidemic, and, over time it's been pretty clear that protein is the most important macronutrient. It's the most satiating. So it turns out if you prioritize protein, so sort of the rest works out.
So have you found that customers are willing to go for something higher protein, even if I can't pronounce all the ingredients? And I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's a better option because it's filling me up and it is healthy.
Yes. When you're looking at a processed food like a protein bar, you really want as much protein as possible. And so when customers are looking to the category, they're looking for the most protein with the fewest amount of calories.
So the Make America Healthy movement, again, you don't think is an impact to your business in a negative way, even though it is a processed food?
No, not at all. Because, the Make America or Make America Healthy, what is it?
Make America Healthy Again, yeah.
I think its emphasis is on protein.
Yeah.
Protein is the most important. And I think it's pretty clear that it's, in a diet absent of protein causes a lot of problems.
Interesting. So look, our audience is financially focused. We want to know, what are your profits? What are your sales? Can you give us some numbers behind the success of this?
Yeah, so we've launched in September, and we've done
That's pretty recent.
Yeah, pretty
3-4 months?
Yeah, 3 or 4 months, and we've done under 20 million in sales.
Okay.
Mostly on our website and Amazon. And we're forecasted to do over 100 million this year in our first full year, which we're very proud of. And these type of businesses, the P&L should work pretty quickly, the unit economics, so we're profitable.
Okay, already. That's pretty fast, especially for a new startup brand.
Yep.
Talk to me about what is the fundraising environment. I think a lot of people came in, and you have Trump coming into office. They're highlighting maybe lower tax rates on the horizon, good for entrepreneurs, maybe small businesses. Does that mean more people, even with high interest rates, are lined up to help give you the money? How has that fundraising process been?
Yeah, I would say since Trump's been in office, there's been an optimism that you can feel. And so people, I think risk capital is more available, and I'm seeing a lot more inbound interest in investing in something, an early stage startup like this. And it helps that I have a track record. And but yeah, we're seeing lots of interest for this category.
And part of your track record that we mentioned in the introduction was the RX bar sold to Kellogg. Some people get worried, and a producer and I had the same question before the segment. If I love the RX bar, but once it gets sold to a big corporation and they want to start mass producing, does that mean the ingredients change, or can we still hold on to the values that originated with that brand?
Yeah, so the brand's position is around, clean label, whole food ingredients, and so it wouldn't make any sense to destroy that. And what Mars and Kellogg are really good at is scale and quality, so they'll do whatever it takes to protect the quality.
Okay.
I don't think it's not a totally rational concern, because if you buy a company, the last thing you're going to do is just disrupt the quality. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a myth.
On your website, Andrew Huberman, who a lot of us follow on Instagram, has been a big proponent of this. Does that mean, though, that it's geared a little bit more towards men than women, or who is your ideal customer?
Yeah, it's a good question. So it's really 60% of our website sales are coming through women, and I think the reason is women they're more organized, they're planned. They prioritize their meals more, less impulsive, and so. But the reality is like protein's important for everyone, and so anyone who's really trying to get a protein target, like 1 pound per or 1 gram per pound of body weight, like this product's perfect for it.
All right, let's end on a fun note. What's the top seller? What do people like? And maybe what's the least seller? What do people still struggling to get on board with?
So the number 1 seller is chocolate chip cookie dough.
No surprise, chocolate chip, okay.
Chocolate's king.
Okay.
Number 2 would be peanut butter chocolate.
Really?
No
the
surprise
peanut butter,
there.
okay.
And then
I like blueberry. Don't tell me that one's last.
Blueberry is the lowest performer. However,
why?
It's the underdog. It's the contrarian one. It's actually some of our customers love it the most. So
I think I would do. I'll try a blueberry pie after this, just for you. What's your favorite?
What you have?
Chocolate
cookie dough.
chip.
Yeah, it's king.
Cookie dough. Peter Rahal, really appreciate it. This was fun.
Me.
Come back anytime.
Appreciate it.